So hello, greetings, and welcome back to all of my YouTube viewers. I am Mr. Jonathan Rivington, and I would like to welcome you all to the second part of the trial of the Lord Jesus Christ, when he was taken before the Roman governor Pontius Pilate. Now, the Jewish leaders themselves wanted Pilate to order the immediate execution of the Lord Jesus Christ, because they wanted to make themselves ritually clean in order to be able to eat the Passover meal. Now, the other half of the reason why the Jewish leaders wanted Pontius Pilate to order the immediate execution of the Lord Jesus Christ was because they did not only want Pontius Pilate to do their dirty work in executing the Lord Jesus Christ on their behalf. They also asked Pontius Pilate to execute the Lord Jesus Christ, since they themselves did not have the legal authority to do so. Now the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, immediately came out to the Jewish leaders and asked them, saying, "Why don't you deal with this Jewish preacher and this Jewish man on your own authority? Is this young man not one of your own people? Are you the king of the Jews?" Pontius Pilate asks, "Are you asking me this because of your own curiosity? Or are you asking me all these things because my enemies have asked you to ask me this?" Because that's what Jesus is responding to him is okay. So what Jesus is asking him is, okay, why are you asking me this? Like, are you asking me this because you want me to tell you? Or are you asking me this because all of my enemies have just been standing, gathered around you and said, "We would like you to say this to him," or "We would like you to ask him this"? That's what Jesus is asking him. Like, why am I being questioned here? Now the Roman governor continues the dialogue with the Lord Jesus Christ and asks the Lord Jesus Christ, saying to him, "Do you think that I myself am also a Jew? Do you not realize yourself that you have been handed over to me by all of your Jewish officials and the Jewish high priest?" So the Roman governor asks the Lord Jesus Christ again and says to him, "What have you done to deserve death by crucifixion? And what have you done to deserve to be handed over to me?" Now the Lord Jesus Christ responded to Pontius Pilate and said to him, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, all of my disciples and all of my followers would fight and come to my defense, so that I would not have to be handed over to the Jewish officials." And Pontius Pilate spoke to the Lord Jesus Christ and said to him, "Do you not realize that I myself have the power to set you free and release you, or to nail you to the cross?" Now the Lord Jesus Christ answered, "I have come down to this earth with a mission. I have come to this world to bring my message of peace to other people. And so the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, immediately goes back outside and says to the crowds, I do not see any reason to put this young man to death. Now all of the Jewish leaders in the crowds, including the high priest Caiaphas himself, immediately shouted back to the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, saying, we don't care what he has done. We want this young man dead and gone out of our sight. Which is what they do. Because they're basically telling Pilate, look, we do not care about what you say to us. We do not care what you want. We are the ones who want him out of the way. So do it. Pontius Pilate, as the Roman governor, immediately tries to make 2 more attempts to save and rescue the Lord Jesus Christ from death by crucifixion. Because that's basically what is going on here, is that Pilate is doing whatever it takes. Like he's willing to make as many attempts as he possibly can to save Jesus. The Roman governor took the Lord Jesus Christ outside and had the Lord Jesus Christ severely flogged and whipped. The Roman soldiers begin immediately mocking the Lord Jesus Christ, and they said to him, Long live the King of the Jews! As the Roman governor of Judea replies, Have mercy on this young man. I do not see any reason to put him to death. But the Jewish high priest Caiaphas, along with all of the Jewish leaders themselves, immediately begin shouting back to Pontius Pilate, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Now Pontius Pilate, since he is the Roman governor of Judea and Jerusalem, brings the Lord Jesus Christ back out again to the Jewish leaders. And Pontius Pilate, as the Roman governor of Jerusalem and Judea, says to them, Behold the man. Look at all the severe punishment and severe pain that he has been suffering. Have mercy upon this young man. So it was the governor's custom to release a prisoner to the Jewish people during the feast of the Passover. However, I myself think that Pontius Pilate had done this because he did not see any legal evidence for crucifying Jesus. Now, there was a very evil prisoner whose name was Barabbas. Barabbas was involved in an insurrection against all of the Jewish people and had also been a murderer. Now Pontius Pilate immediately began speaking once more to the people. And he spoke and said to them, Which of these 2 men do you want me to set free for you this Passover? Do you want me to set free Jesus, who claims to be the King of the Jews, or Barabbas, who has committed an insurrection and who has also been a bloody murderer? Now the Jewish leaders hammered back, and they said to him, No, we do not want this man to be released unto us. We want Barabbas. Pontius Pilate immediately gives up and washes his hands in front of the Jewish leaders and says to them, I do not want anything to do at all with the blood of this righteous and innocent person. Handle and see to the situation yourselves." He immediately began releasing Barabbas to the Jewish leaders, and he handed the Lord Jesus Christ over to be crucified according to their wishes. So thank you for listening to part 2 of my series of the trial of the Lord Jesus Christ before Pontius Pilate. I hope very sincerely that all of my YouTube viewers have enjoyed my retelling of the story of Easter.